Imagine a government agency makes a decision that deeply affects your life. How do you know if it is fair, reasonable, or even legal? Courts primarily use the arbitrary and capricious standard to review agency actions when those actions appear to be irrational, unexplained, or unsupported by evidence, serving as a crucial check on administrative power. This standard comes from the Administrative Procedure Act, or a PA, a foundational law governing how federal agencies operate. It means a court will scrutinize whether the agency decision had a rational basis and considered all relevant factors. For instance, an agency acts arbitrarily if it fails to provide a reasoned explanation for its decision, disregards clear evidence without justification, or changes its policy direction without acknowledging the prior policy and explaining why the new one is better. It also applies if an agency overlooks important aspects of a problem or makes a decision so implausible that it could not be attributed to differing viewpoints. This standard essentially ensures agencies operate with a degree of common sense and adhere to their legal duties. If you believe an agency has acted in such a manner, challenging their action typically involves filing a lawsuit in a federal court. The court will then examine the administrative record that the agency used to make its decision, rather than accepting new evidence. It is not about whether the court agrees with the agency's policy choice, but whether the agency followed a reasonable process and justified its actions based on the information it had. Interestingly, while the arbitrary and capricious standard gives courts power to overturn agency decisions, there is also the concept of Chevron deference, which often grants agencies significant leeway in interpreting ambiguous statutes they administer. This means courts typically defer to an agency's reasonable interpretation of a law, making the bar for proving an action is arbitrary and capricious quite high. The review focuses on the process and rationality, not simply policy disagreement. Ultimately, arbitrary and capricious review provides a vital mechanism for accountability, ensuring that government agencies act transparently, logically, and within the scope of their authority, fostering public trust and upholding the rule of law.